Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Jonathan Kuminga's story with the Golden State Warriors has unfolded like one of those dramas you never quite know how to feel about. A mix of hope, frustration, and endless speculation that keeps fans glued, but also weary. Here's a young guy with elite athleticism and flashes of brilliance who suddenly finds himself caught in a whirlwind of conflicting messages, bench time, and contract negotiations that seem to stretch on forever without resolution. It's like watching a soap opera with no commercial breaks, and the real question everyone is asking is, when will this saga finally come to an end? Kuminga entered the league as one of those prize lottery picks with sky-high expectations. At just 22 years old, he has the kind of physical gifts that NBA scouts drool over: explosiveness, length, agility, all wrapped up in a package that screams potential. Yet, despite all that, his actual playing time has been a roller coaster of inconsistency. Some nights, he looks like a future franchise cornerstone, darting through defenses and showing off skill sets that suggest he could be a dominant two-way player. Other nights, it feels like he's barely on the court, stuck on the sidelines watching others take the spotlight, his talent locked away in a frustrating cycle. What makes this situation particularly thorny is the team's current mindset. The Warriors are in that win-now mode. With a roster led by established veterans and superstars, the priority is immediate success, championships, not rebuilding. This puts Kuminga in a tough spot. His hunger to grow, to have a real role, often clashes with the team's focus on veteran stability and tight rotations. Steve Kerr's system demands precision and experience, and that sometimes means a young guy like Kuminga has to be patient, or else be viewed as a gamble that the team isn't quite ready to take on full-time. On top of that, there's the contract saga. The Warriors made an offer in the range of $45 million, which, while substantial, didn't meet Kuminga's expectations. Rumors say he's aiming for a deal that pays him about $30 million a year, a figure that signals he sees himself as a significant piece, not just a developmental project. It's not just about money, though. The young forward reportedly wants to keep a no-trade clause, something the Warriors balked at including. That kind of control over his future is important for a player in his position. He wants to be sure he's not just tossed around like a chess piece without his say. So here we have Kuminga, standing firm, even without other offers on the table, holding his ground because he believes in his value. And the Warriors, on the other hand, are caught between wanting to nurture his potential and feeling the pressure to make the most of their current championship window. It's a classic standoff that feels like it's been dragging on for far too long. Rumors have swirled about potential trades, with teams like the Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns showing interest. Yet the Warriors have reportedly rejected these offers, holding out for something that really matches the upside they see in Kuminga. It's almost like they're searching for that perfect balance, returning enough value without giving up on the talent they hope will one day be a cornerstone. The idea of trading Kuminga for a proven star like DeMar DeRozan has floated around, sparking dreams among fans about what that could mean for the team's offensive dynamics. But nothing concrete has materialized. This back and forth sends mixed messages not just to Kuminga, but to fans trying to make sense of the team's direction. Is Kuminga untouchable, or is he expendable? The hesitation to commit fully one way or another has created a kind of limbo. For Kuminga, that means dealing with uncertain minutes, watching others play, and wondering when he'll finally get a shot. For the Warriors, it means balancing short-term goals with long-term development, which is never an easy equation. Looking at his numbers, Kuminga averaged just over 15 points last season, a solid contribution for a young player, but not quite the consistent star power some had hoped for. The inconsistency is part of the problem. Some nights he lights up the scoreboard. Others, he disappears. For a team chasing championships, reliability is key, and that's where the challenge lies. They want to mold him into a player like Andrew Wiggins post-Minnesota, a high-level athlete who can lock down defensively and contribute heavily on offense. But the constant shifts in his role and limited playoff minutes have made that development uneven at best. What adds another layer to this saga is the fundamental difference in ambition. Kuminga wants the ball, the spotlight, and the opportunity to prove he is the guy somewhere, anywhere that will trust him enough to build around him. That is a perfectly understandable desire for a young player on the rise, hungry to make his mark. Meanwhile, the Warriors' core, built around experienced stars and driven by a championship urgency, doesn't have room to slowly bring a player along while managing a tight rotation. It's a clash of timelines and priorities. This makes you wonder if a team like Sacramento, which is in a different stage of rebuilding, might be the ideal landing spot for Kuminga. A place where he can experiment, take risks, and truly grow into the player he aims to be without the immediate pressure of winning titles. The trade talks that keep popping up hint that this might be in the works, but the Warriors' reluctance to give up certain key pieces complicates things. They want to maximize his value before moving on, but that process feels like it's dragging on, prolonging the uncertainty for everyone involved. With the trade window opening again around mid-December, there's a sense that Kuminga will probably remain with the Warriors until then. That's a tough pill for someone feeling boxed in and ready to step up. The Warriors, meanwhile, are hoping he makes the most of whatever minutes he gets and proves that he's worth the patience and the eventual trade value they're trying to preserve. It's a tense situation, more than a little awkward, and it continues to play out like a drawn-out toxic situationship where both sides want something different but haven't found common ground yet. For the fans who believe in Kuminga, it's a waiting game now. One brilliant performance could turn the tide, spark a fresh wave of confidence, and reshape perceptions overnight. But it's equally possible that the saga drags on, leaving everyone in limbo. The Warriors want to milk his potential as a bargaining chip, while Kuminga wants freedom and a chance to thrive. That uneasy standoff is the heart of this ongoing drama. Add to this the swirling rumors of more complex trades involving multiple teams and key players like Klay Thompson possibly returning to Golden State, and you realize the entire league feels the ripple effects of this Kuminga situation. The potential moves aren't just about one player. They're about shaping the future of franchises, balancing loyalty, chemistry, and the hard business side of basketball. So, while the narrative feels like it's stuck in a loop, the reality is that the Kuminga saga is about much more than just one young player. It's a reflection of the pressures and contradictions that come with building a championship team in the modern NBA. Balancing immediate glory with the patience to develop talent, managing egos and expectations, and navigating the harsh realities of contracts and trades. For Kuminga, the next few months could define his trajectory, and for the Warriors, how they handle this situation might influence the fate of their dynasty's next chapter. The question still stands. When will this drama finally reach its climax? Fans, analysts, and even the players themselves are all waiting for the moment when the puzzle pieces fall into place and everyone knows exactly where Kuminga belongs and what role he'll play. Until then, the saga continues, and the NBA world watches closely, hoping this promising talent find his rightful place before time runs out. The situation surrounding Jonathan Kuminga is far from straightforward, and it only deepens as you peel back the layers of this complex relationship between player and team. At its core, it's a classic tension between a young athlete eager to define his career on his own terms and an organization trying to balance competing priorities. Kuminga's explosive talent cannot be denied, but neither can the reality that he is still a work in progress, navigating the demanding environment of one of the NBA's most scrutinized franchises. One of the biggest hurdles Kuminga faces is the inconsistent role he has been given within the Warriors system. Steve Kerr's coaching style emphasizes flow, spacing, and veteran decision-making, a formula that has brought the team multiple championships. But it also means younger players often have to wait for their opportunities, and when those come, the expectations to perform immediately are sky-high. For Kuminga, this is translated into a frustrating push and pull, flashes of potential met with benchings or reduced minutes, leaving him to wonder if he's ever going to get that true, extended chance to shine. The emotional toll of this can't be overstated. When you know you have the talent, but the opportunity isn't consistent, it breeds frustration, and that has been palpable in the way Kuminga's attitude and demeanor have been reported in recent months. Complicating things further is the nature of his contract negotiations. Kuminga's rejection of the Warriors' offer sent shockwaves through the fanbase and media alike. For a young player without a long track record of dominance, demanding a salary that some perceive as steep is a bold move. But this isn't just about money. Kuminga is staking a claim about how he values himself and what he believes his future holds. He wants a contract that reflects his worth and offers him some control, hence his insistence on a no-trade clause. From the Warriors' perspective, that no-trade clause is a sticking point because it limits their flexibility in managing the roster and potential trades down the line. The Warriors are caught in a tricky bind. On one hand, they have a player with undeniable upside who, if fully realized, could be a key piece in their pursuit of more championships. On the other hand, they need to balance the immediate goal of winning now with the future development of a player who isn't yet a finished product. This tension manifests in the way they've handled trade discussions. Reports have made it clear that the Warriors have turned down multiple offers from teams like the Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns. These teams see Kuminga as a valuable asset, a young player with the athleticism and skill set to flourish in a different system, possibly as a focal point. However, the Warriors are holding out, seeking a trade package that matches their valuation of Kuminga's potential. This means rejecting deals that include players they consider vital to their roster balance, such as Buddy Hield or Moses Moody. This stalemate speaks volumes about the Warriors' intentions. They're not ready to give up on Kuminga entirely, but they also recognize that he might not be a central figure in their championship plans right now. Their preference seems to be a short-term contract extension that allows them to keep him on the roster while waiting for the right trade scenario to maximize their return. This approach, however, risks prolonging Kuminga's uncertainty and potentially stalling his growth. The fan reaction has been mixed. Some see Kuminga as a diamond in the rough, a future star who just needs time and the right environment to blossom. Others worry that his inconsistency and the ongoing contract drama could derail his career. The comparison to Andrew Wiggins is frequent and telling. Wiggins arrived in Golden State as a high-profile trade acquisition and struggled initially to find his place before eventually stepping up and playing a crucial role in their championship run. The Warriors' hope is that Kuminga can follow a similar path, evolving from a raw talent into a dependable, two-way contributor. But the clock is ticking, and patience is not infinite. Meanwhile, there are intriguing rumors swirling about potential multi-team trades that could dramatically reshape the Warriors' roster and, by extension, Kuminga's future. One of the most talked-about scenarios involves Klay Thompson returning to Golden State after a season away with the Dallas Mavericks. This possible reunion with longtime teammates Stephen Curry and Draymond Green would not only rekindle the Warriors' championship core, but could also serve as a graceful way to move past the Kuminga impasse. Under this plan, Kuminga would be sent to Sacramento in a sign-and-trade deal, freeing Golden State from the drama, while giving Kuminga a fresh start in a system better suited to his development. Sacramento stands to gain a promising young player with immense upside. Their style of play and rebuilding timeline might offer Kuminga the chance to truly take on a starring role, something that has eluded him in Golden State's veteran-heavy rotation. For the Kings, acquiring Kuminga signals a commitment to investing in talent with the potential to become a franchise cornerstone. Brandon Williams, another piece in this trade puzzle, is a solid contributor known for his efficient scoring and shooting accuracy, which could help Sacramento maintain a balanced lineup. The Dallas Mavericks, involved in the trade chatter, would receive Malik Monk, a dynamic scorer off the bench who brings versatility and playmaking ability. Monk's presence could bolster the Mavericks' depth and provide a much-needed offensive spark. Each team in this potential three-way deal appears to come away with assets tailored to their current goals, making the trade attractive in theory. Yet, the complexities of matching salaries, preserving roster depth, and managing cap space mean that no deal is imminent. The Warriors' reluctance to part with players like Moses Moody reflects their need to maintain wing depth an area critical to their defensive schemes and rotation stability. This hesitation underscores how finely balanced the Warriors' roster management must be as they pursue another title run. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The Golden State Warriors have reportedly confirmed the arrival of Trae Young, sparking a whirlwind of speculation and excitement throughout the NBA community. While the official announcement has set the sports world abuzz, rumors swirl about the strategic implications of this potential blockbuster acquisition. The Warriors, known for their dynamic style of play and championship pedigree, seem poised to integrate Young's electrifying scoring and playmaking abilities into their roster. Insiders suggest that this move could signal a new era for the franchise, blending Young's youthful explosiveness with the team's seasoned core. Analysts speculate that the Warriors' front office might be aiming to create an even more potent offensive weapon to complement their sharpshooting prowess. Trae Young's skill set, especially his deep-range shooting and court vision, aligns well with Golden State's fast-paced, ball movement-centric approach, making this addition a potentially game-changing decision. Meanwhile, fans are already imagining the thrilling possibilities of seeing Young alongside established stars, envisioning highlight reels filled with clutch threes and creative assists. Despite the excitement, some experts caution about the risks involved, wondering how the Warriors will balance the chemistry and salary cap ramifications. Nevertheless, this confirmation marks a significant turning point in the NBA offseason, with Golden State signaling their intent to compete at the highest level once again. The arrival of Trae Young to the Golden State Warriors franchise has stirred a massive conversation among NBA insiders and enthusiasts, with many debating how this acquisition will reshape the league's competitive landscape. Trae Young, known for his scoring bursts and ability to carry offenses, could provide the Warriors with an additional offensive engine, alleviating some pressure off their established stars. Rumors indicate that the Warriors might be retooling their roster to ensure a deep playoff run, banking on Young's clutch performance in high-stakes games. Experts speculate that the coaching staff is already envisioning new offensive sets designed to maximize Young's shooting range and passing creativity, potentially revolutionizing the team's playbook. Questions arise about how the integration process will unfold, as the Warriors traditionally rely on a collective team effort rather than individual heroics. Yet, the potential for Young to become the centerpiece in pivotal moments could add a new dimension to Golden State's championship aspirations. Observers note that this signing could force rival teams to adjust their defensive strategies significantly, given Young's ability to draw multiple defenders and create open looks for teammates. The rumor mill also churns over how this move might affect the development of younger players on the roster, who could benefit from Young's mentorship and leadership on the floor. Speculation is rife regarding the tactical and financial maneuvering that allowed the Golden State Warriors to secure Trae Young's services, with many insiders suggesting this could be one of the most daring moves in recent NBA history. The details remain vague, but whispers about trades, salary cap gymnastics, and possible draft pick exchanges are abundant, highlighting the complex negotiations behind the scenes. Analysts propose that the Warriors' front office demonstrated remarkable agility and vision to orchestrate a deal involving a player of Young's caliber, known for being a franchise cornerstone. This acquisition, if fully confirmed and finalized, might mark a shift in the Warriors' philosophy, embracing a more aggressive approach in player acquisitions and long-term team building. Fans and commentators alike are buzzing with excitement over the potential matchups this creates, especially against powerhouse rivals who must now contend with a rejuvenated Golden State squad. Furthermore, some speculate on the impact this could have on the team's locker room dynamics, pondering how established veterans will respond to the arrival of such a high-profile player. This move could also trigger a domino effect across the league, prompting other franchises to reconsider their off-season strategies in response to the Warriors' bold gambit. The anticipation continues to build as the league prepares for what might be a season filled with unexpected twists and historic performances. Amid the swirling rumors, Many basketball pundits are intensely analyzing how Trae Young's arrival could transform the Golden State Warriors' identity on the court, imagining the tactical evolution that could follow. Young's renowned ability to handle the ball under pressure and create scoring opportunities from seemingly impossible situations may allow the Warriors to expand their offensive arsenal dramatically. Sources close to the team hint at a potential shift toward a faster, more aggressive pace, with Young orchestrating plays that exploit defensive mismatches and open space for shooters like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. This perspective transformation is seen as a way to counterbalance the physicality and defensive intensity of rival teams, providing Golden State with more versatility and unpredictability. Speculation also extends to Young's defensive contributions and how the coaching staff plans to optimize his skills on that end of the floor, given the team's historical emphasis on strong perimeter defense. Fans are already imagining electrifying sequences where Young's quick passes and step-back threes could become a staple of the Warriors' highlight reel. The potential chemistry between Young and the existing roster has become a hot topic of conversation, with debates about how their playing styles will mesh and whether this new configuration will translate into consistent victories. As the rumor persists, excitement and expectations continue to rise exponentially within the Warriors fan base and the broader basketball community. The confirmed arrival of Trae Young to the Golden State Warriors has not only ignited excitement, but also provoked widespread speculation about the long-term implications for both the player and the franchise. Many insiders believe this signing could redefine Young's career trajectory, placing him in a system known for maximizing offensive talents and winning championships. Meanwhile, the Warriors appear poised to capitalize on his unique skill set to bolster their quest for another NBA title, signaling a commitment to evolve and adapt in a fiercely competitive league. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.